Poetry Bash 16 right here on your screen, so might as well just listen to what I have to say. Alright, have a new piece. It's not a poem this time though, so it is a short story. Everything's made up, all the names, so don't get crazy. As I stepped into that courtroom and saw the face that took away my pride and dignity, I felt a knot form in my throat, as if I were going to say something when I knew I had nothing to say. My silent footsteps made it up to the stand where I had to deliver my testimony. As the lawyer asked me what exactly happened that night, I took a deep breath as all the crucial nightmares returned. It was around 9 o'clock that night, as I just left work at the bar. I was happy. It was a good, long, hard-working night, with a smile on my face as I said my goodbyes. I think that was the last time I smiled since. On my walk home it began to rain. Let me restate that. It began to pour. It was dark as a young man approached me. He introduced himself, told me his name was Kenny. "I've noticed you in the bar," he mentioned, as he offered me a ride home considering the weather. I was teasing like a flirt, but declined his offer. He insisted as he got closer. I mistakenly agreed as he ushered me to his car. He seemed to be a real gentleman as he politely conversed with me. He opened my door for me, something a guy has never done. I thought all was going well until he slowly drove into a darkened alley. I had asked him what he was doing, that I lived the other way. He told me to be quiet. As I sat there yelling at him to stop and turn around, he yelled back, telling me to shut up. I sat there silently as I began to worry. He came to a short stop, shut the lights, and cut the engine. He began to move in as I reached for the handle, fidgeting to unlock. He grabbed my hands. He ripped my skirt off as he indulged himself inside of me. I tried to scream when he pulled his switchblade to my neck, as I stumbled along, my voice holding back, while he forced himself inside me, pulling my hair, ripping a lock of it out. I silently cried as he raped me. He raped me and left me stranded as this darkness swallowed me. Now I'm here telling you about that embarrassing night. And every night he's here in my mind, making me go through it all over again and again and again. I can't sleep. I'm afraid to sleep, to have to relive a wretched night in a nightmare. I cry myself to sleep every night, filled with fear. I'm afraid to walk out of my own house, as if everyone is staring at me, plotting to make me their next victim. Well, hopefully, I can rest at some point of ease once this is all over. But I make no promises, for I am traumatized. I can't look at myself in the mirror anymore. It is as if I am unclean, burdened with sin. The next day at court, the jury came out with a verdict. As a jury, we found the defendant, Kenny Johnson, guilty for the first-degree rape on Crystal Roberts. I smiled as my eyes began to fill with tears. I let out a deep gasp in relief and felt somewhat relieved, as if maybe one day I can be happy again. Maybe. So yeah, that was my new piece. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say anything. But yeah. So that's my piece. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. It's up to you, not up to me. but I'm gonna go back to writing, so deuces, killer.